A strange smell around the city. People around the area are reporting a strong odor of gas from the south side all the way to Bernie, but officials say there is no cause for alarm. No one is in danger. After getting a lot of phone calls from our Kin Spy viewers, we contacted several agencies, including San Antonio fire officials. They told us there was a significant release of mercaptan early this morning on the far south side. Bernie police said that it was caused by a company that was cleaning out gas lines in Leon Valley. And CPS Energy says out of an abundance of caution, they're sending technicians to monitor the situation. A warning about chicken dishes that could be linked to a listeria outbreak that has caused at least 3 deaths so far. That warning from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The recalled product is Fresh Realm's pre-made chicken fettuccine Alfredo meals sold at Kroger and Walmart. Nationwide, the USDA says it's now investigating a listeria outbreak in 13 states. Fresh Realm issued the recall after 3 people died and 1 miscarriage was reported. If you have the meal, toss it out and take it back to the store. Drug trafficking and human smuggling just steps away from a local high school. Now a father and son are facing justice. Rania Kaur has more on the judge's ruling and shows us how they ran the criminal ring.
Bexar County deputies arrested Jorge Armando Moreno and his son Jorge Armando Morado Moreno in 2023. The U.S. Attorney's Office stated that they both arranged to sell a kilogram of cocaine to an undercover deputy. While driving to make that sale, they were both arrested. During a search at their home, deputies found drugs, 5 human trafficking victims, and over $600,000 that a judge ruled will be forfeited over to law enforcement. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says it'll use the money to purchase public safety equipment. Moreno will spend almost 2 years in prison for his charges. His father will spend over 3 years for his, which include conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute 500 grams or more of cocaine. For perspective, that's a little over a pound of cocaine.
President Trump calls for Iran's unconditional surrender, something Iran's leader is strongly rejecting as the conflict now enters its 6th day. Israel's military says it struck around 20 targets in Tehran overnight. President Trump is weighing whether the U.S. should join Israel's strikes on Iranian nuclear sites. So far, Trump administration officials have said America is not involved in Israel's attacks, though the U.S. has been helping Israel fend off Iranian counterstrikes. Iran's supreme leader has vowed to show no mercy. A phone call cost a teacher his life savings, conned out of tens of thousands of dollars. He's now warning you about how easily it can happen to you. Sydney Person has more.
One that I have has.
It felt so real.
I just remember having all of my cash in my hand.
It happened so fast.
And then I'm trying to see.
28-year-old Russell Leahy said scammers called him, convinced him they were bankers with Chase.
It was my entire life savings.
Then got away with it all. $32,000.
It really felt like it was the end of the world for me.
Leahy is a local school teacher, just got married, stayed in on the weekends, never traveled, just to save that money to start a family.
Now we've entered into the world of living from paycheck to paycheck.
Leahy said the scammers pretended to work for Chase, called him, told him he'd been defrauded, and needed to move all of his money into a new account. They sent him texts and banking information that looked so real.
It has been extremely violating.
Leahy said Chase gave him back just over $2,000, wants them to make good on the other $30,000, but said he was told he's not covered by fraud protection.
I'm really looking and hoping to just move on with my life and not having to start over from scratch.
In an email to WFAA, Chase said fraud is when a person illegally accesses someone else's account, makes withdrawals, transfers, or purchases without the account holder's permission. A scam, however, is different, a deceptive scheme or trick used to cheat someone out of their assets.
I'd rather me be the sacrificial lamb for the rest of these people and, maybe save, other people's money from being stolen.
Leahy said as much as he needs that money back, if he doesn't get it, he hopes this painful tale will at least encourage others to beware.
So I just hope that it doesn't end the way that this did.
San Antonio's new leadership will be sworn in today. Mayor-elect Gina Ortiz-Jones and newly elected city council members, Districts 4, 6, 8, and 9, will have new representatives. Edward Munguia, Rick Galvan, Ivalis Mesa Gonzalez, and Misty Spears will join the council. Now, this is the first time all 11 council members will serve 4-year terms. It will also be the first year the mayor and council members will have new salaries. Be sure to stay with us on the latest updates on that today on KENS5.com and on air. I'm Sarah Forgany with your Wednesday KENS 5 News Now. See you tomorrow.